Hey guys, Derek here. Welcome back to the channel. We are back to watch another episode of Dark. This is season 2, episode 4. I don't know what it's called at the moment. I'm very excited to jump into it though. Last episode was kind of sad. We mainly followed the Tiedemans last time with Egon and Claudia, just kind of where they were at on their respective timelines, and Claudia unfortunately died at the end, took a shotgun blast just straight to the chest, just got eviscerated by Noah. But she pulled a fast one on him because he read some notes or something that she had, and he seemed fairly upset about it. The notes referenced the police chief, so I'm curious what her, is she the police chief? She's a high up person at the police office department. That's what it's called. So I'm curious, like, what her role in this is. I wonder if that'll be answered this episode, or you know, when we'll get those answers, if at all. Well, I assume we'll get those answers, but you know, it might be season 3. It might be a while down the road before we find out why he was so distraught reading her name. Yeah, overall it was just kind of like not a bummer of an episode. Like, it was still a good episode. It was just like, you felt sad for the Tiedemans. Like, I felt bummed for Egon that he's like going through the things that he's going through, and that his daughter visited him like one last time before she died, and he didn't even know who she was, and it was sad, man. But I'm really excited to jump into the next episode. So before we do that, if you end up enjoying my reaction, please leave a like on the video. It means a lot to me, helps my channel grow a lot. If you're new here, or you find yourself coming back often, hit subscribe, ring the bell so you're notified when I upload. And then if you want to see the full uncut version of this reaction, consider checking out my Patreon. That is linked in the description below. Your support over there would mean the world. But other than that, let's jump into episode 4 of season 2 of Dark. Some wheat fields. Oh, Jonas, you went through the protomolecule hole, and now you're somewhere. Where are you? Yeah, hide your stuff right there. No one's ever gonna find it under that stump.
Was willst du hier?
Brother, his neck is
Ich will nur nach
raw.
Hause.
Vielleicht ist er ein Heimkehrer.
Okay. Early 1900s. Maybe 1921, the same year that that we saw possible Bartos. Who died? Is that Bartos? Kind of looked like a small coffin, so maybe it was a kid. Sup, Shoddy? You look like...
Agnes.
Oh, that's what I was going to say. You look like Agnes. It's a remarkably good casting.
Sag deinem Bruder, soll die Kammer herrichten.
The Chamber?
Aber nur für ein paar Tage, bis
What?
du auf die Beine kommst.
Ich weiß, es klingt eigenartig.
Oh, this is,
Aber
Noah-
welches Jahr haben wir?
Noah talked about this last season. He was
Haben
like,
sie aber ganz ordentlich zugerichtet, was?
he said a man came to stay with them for a little bit,
20.
and it was Jonas, brother. The way that ties together is so good. June 24th, 2020, 3 days until the apocalypse. Oh. Boning. Oh, is it another one of Jonas's dreams? Or maybe it's Marta's dream this time. Oh, dang. Her and Jonas having like the same exact dream. Dang, girl. You're that emotionally distraught about this?
Sie haben noch ein Auto. Mhm. Wunderbar.
I'm curious, like, is it harder to drive if you have only one eye? Like, does it screw with your depth perception? You just have to be, like, extra vigilant at paying attention?
Woher hast du die?
She found it in the woods when she was a child.
Was willst du hier?
Oh, what's up, Shawty?
Was?
Wenn du jetzt eine Entschuldigung erwartest, dann kannst du es gleich vergessen. Du hast Scheiße gebaut. Ich hätte nicht sagen sollen, was ich gesagt habe. Wir sind quitt.
We're even. Even Steven.
Meine Eltern sind seit 2 Tagen gar nicht mehr zu Hause. Wieso benehmen sich alle so komisch?
Because shiz is going down, Franziska.
Ich will endlich rausfinden, was Sache ist.
Willst du jetzt in die Höhlen gehen oder was?
Kannst ja hier bleiben.
Heck no. Marta misses her future boyfriend. She wants to bang her nephew. And I'm weirdly okay with it.
Du hast fast 24 Stunden geschlafen.
So Noah, the music cue happens when Noah talks.
Wer bist du?
Oh yeah, that's Noah.
Leute sagen, dass Erna zu keinem streunenden Hund Nein sagen kann.
Hey, Noah, be nice.
Ich hatte dich mir anders vorgestellt.
He knows who he is. Don't smile, Noah. Sup, Agnes? How you doing, girl? Silent. You ain't saying shiz.
Warum haben Sie den Namen Ihrer Frau angenommen?
For funsies, he doesn't like his old last name. Also, it's fake.
Die Tiedemanns haben diese Stadt geprägt. Besonders Reginas Mutter. Regina hat keine Geschwister. Wir wollten den Namen am Leben erhalten.
Wie ist Ihr richtiger Name?
Köhler. Alexander Köhler.
He had a noticeable response to that name.
Anna?
Hey,
Ich weiß, das macht alles überhaupt keinen Sinn, aber
the police
das
officer.
ist Jonas. Er.
Hey.
Du bist der Mann aus dem Hotel, von dem Regina erzählt hat.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Der Mann hier, der Priester. Weißt du, wer das ist?
That's Noah.
Zu Sigmundus. Zu den Reisenden.
Es gibt da etwas, das ihr beide sehen solltet.
Yeah. Investigating. We're like the Hardy Boys. Or the Stranger Things kids.
Entschuldigen Sie, ich interessiere mich für die Stadtgeschichte. Wo kann ich Artikel und Veröffentlichungen der letzten 30 Jahre finden?
Das ist alles digitalisiert.
She's like, what does that mean? She has no idea. This library is about to blow her goddamn mind. She could accept time travel, but the internet? No. She's like, what the fuck is happening? Yeah, you don't have to press so hard. Yeah, ease up there, Tonto. Disappears in 1986. Oh, snap. She did disappear.
Eigentlich hat hier niemand verstanden, warum sie ihn geheiratet hat. Ist sehr hübsch. Hätte jeden haben können.
Why are you... Don't be spreading this. That ain't your business, Waller.
Wie kommt man zu seinem Posten? Haben Sie sich das freiwillig ausgesucht?
Oh ja. Das habe ich.
He's not even a cop. He's just a weirdo. Who's really into this type of thing. Oh yeah, and the last
Die letzten Seiten
pages.
wurden rausgerissen.
Noah's got those
Weiß
now.
Katharina davon?
Nah. Leaving her in the dark on purpose. Heck no. She's unhinged.
Okay.
No, don't tell Katerina.
Aber ich mach das.
I don't know why, but I don't want her to know. She's kind of a bully, and I hope bad things happen to her. He got? Oh. Did that say June 2nd? Or June 22nd?
Ich träume manchmal von ihm.
Jonas,
What happens in the dream? You gonna tell them?
Dass er noch lebt. Wie kann sich etwas so echt anfühlen, wenn jemand tot ist?
You gonna tell them you're getting railed? Maybe they can speak to each other across time, like Ulrich and Mikhail did.
Verdammt nochmal, Charlotte, wohin fahren wir?
es ist einfacher zu erklären, wenn ich es dir zeige.
Just trust the process, kitty cat. Why did I say that? Freaking weirdo. Bruh, everybody's learning stuff today. Every single person in the goddamn town is gonna know about time travel by week's end.
Was macht ihn hier? Was soll denn das, Charlotte?
Du hast gesagt, du glaubst, dass Mikkel in der Höhle war. Du hattest recht.
Jonas is just chilling there like, I guess this is happening.
Aber da war etwas in den Höhlen. Eine Art Riss in der Zeit.
What if this was all an elaborate prank? Like, they're just super good at Photoshop. They're just messing with her.
Wollt ihr mich verarschen?
Yeah. She's like, how did you guys get so good at this? Doctoring old newspapers?
Wo sind Mikkel und Ulrich? Katharina, es stimmt, was sie
Du
sagt.
hältst deine Fresse.
Shut your face.
Noch einer. Wer bist denn du? Bist du ihr Neuer?
Haha, no.
Ich bin Jonas. Ihr Sohn. Und dein Enkel.
She's like, shut the fudge up, brother. Oh, man, that's gonna make her hate Hannah even more. Knowing that she boned both her son and her husband.
Sie sagt, es wackelt.
She's more in tune with the vibrations. What if it was? He's just back. Oh, no. It's Bartos.
Bartosz.
Nah. What's up, brother? He been time traveling. Just
Mein Mann steckt in...
hop, skip, and a jump to the 1920s.
Kannst du mit Toten reden? Ja? Katharina? Ich war da. Ich habe ihn gesehen.
As a child, he was eating toast Hawaii with a little nurse. What if the path isn't clear yet? Like, did he jump before or after old Bartos crafted this tunnel? Well, just like do the same process like 4 times. Have they crafted the entire tunnel? Or are they not done yet? They're not done yet.
Wenn du mit dieser ganzen Scheiße hier irgendwas zu tun hast. Fick dich.
Oh, lass das. Mann, jetzt sag uns einfach, warum du hier bist.
Damn. They're going in on him.
Wenn du mit Mikkel oder Papa irgendwas zu tun hast, dann bringe ich dich um.
He's got a little bit. Just un poco. Tiny bit. Not like directly, but like indirectly. He's part of it.
Den lassen wir hier.
You just gonna tie him
Dann
up?
ändert er vielleicht seine Meinung.
Scheiße.
Damn, Marta, you cold-blooded.
Was ist eigentlich mit Ihrem Auge passiert?
Skee-ball accident.
Sie dürfen das niemandem weitererzählen. Also,
Was it a skee-ball accident?
letzten Sommer ist folgendes...
Oi, Claudia, get the frick out of the road! The hell are you doing? You ain't never heard of look both ways?
Interessant.
Does he recognize who that is? But also, Waller, eye on the road, like I said. Ooh, that's your boy. That's your little Mickle. He traveled to the past. Remember when you bullied him? I know that's a sad moment for her, but she's gotta feel a little bit guilty, right?
Sie ist noch nicht offen.
What's up, Noah? Oh, you pulling the same move. Eating some fruits and chilling. And you're wasteful of apples. You weren't done with that.
Es wird noch fast 32 Jahre dauern, bis sie sich öffnet.
Wer ist sie?
Die Reisende.
Noah, why are you such a cocky punk right now? He's like fully into it. He's like the douchey teenager that just learned about stocks and thinks he's smarter than everyone else. There ain't no one waiting. What you talking about, Noah? Snipers on the balcony. Boy, there you are, brother. Old Noah is, I think, no longer part of the team. Fully Styles, you know? He's got doubts now. Bartos, you punk bitch. Who's gonna come untie you? Or an elevator. Oh, I thought that was in the cave. I was like, what? What the heck? Oi, Gilly, jump in there. See what happens. Or young deaf girl's gonna blow your brains out. Oi, yeah, she's here.
Was ist das? Was ist das?
Was ist das? The God particle. Elizabeth, did you misinterpret the term God particle? You gonna kill her right now? Not quite.
Prophezeiung.
You? They look the same. I don't know if that means anything.
Das Buch, wer hat es geschrieben?
God. Yo, who made this spot? This is so rad.
Wer auch immer es geschrieben hat, hat Zukunft und Vergangenheit bereits gesehen.
Yeah, so God.
Du hast sicherlich viele Fragen.
What's up, little goblin man?
Das Reisen geht nicht spurlos an einem vorbei.
Can you imagine?
Der menschliche Körper ist auf Dauer nicht dafür geschaffen.
Is that why your face looks like that?
Wer sind Sie?
Ich bin du. Can you imagine, brother?
Kannst du dir das nicht denken?
I swear to God. I swear to God. Don't you dare. You piece of garbage. Oh my freaking nutsack. What?
Das kann nicht sein.
I said it as a joke.
Ich bin du.
Oh, ich bin du. Why are you the bad guy?
Jeder Stein ist wieder da, wo er hingehört. Jeder an seinem Bestimmungsort. Jetzt fehlt nur noch ein kleiner Schubs.
Oh. Brother, I said it as a joke. You weren't supposed to confirm my joke. What the pissing nutsack, bro? Honestly, I said it as a joke because when when Adam was walking, it looked like he had like the tiniest bit of a limp. Like it showed them kind of both walk at somewhat similar time frames. And it looked like they both had like a slight gimp in their gait. And so as a joke, I was like, bro, every single twist in this show is Ik bin du. Everyone is the same person. we're gonna learn at some point that Claudia is Noah as well. Bartos is Noah. Elizabeth is Noah. Jonas is Noah. Marta is Noah. Everyone is Noah. Everyone is their own grandfather. It's an endless cycle of people birthing each other and transforming into each other. And it's just like, oh my God. I wouldn't be surprised if like, if it turns out that like Marta is her own mother or something. Like, I don't know. Oh, well, never mind. We've met her mother. Whose mother haven't we met? We're gonna learn that Charlotte Doppler is her own mother. Like, it's just like seemingly impossible things are gonna happen. I don't understand. Bro, oh, that's so funny that I was like, straight up. I wasn't even like, I was like 3% suspicious that Adam was Noah, or not that he was Noah, that he was Jonas. I was like maybe like 2.5%. Like, hey, wouldn't it be kind of crazy and funny and just off the walls bonkers if that's who that was? And then within minutes, my man's Ich bin du. You gotta be freaking kidding me. Okay, this episode was off the wall tits bonkers, brother. Like, put your dick in a blender type. I don't know, man. It's not even late. It's 12:55, brother. I'm not even like tired. I'm just in a silly, goofy mood. Okay, let's start with the beginning of the episode. Jonas travels to 1921. He jumped in the sphere, the protomolecule sphere. He jumped in it, and it transported him to 1921. And we get not follow up. I mean, kind of follow up, but we see what was referenced by Noah in season 1. I think he was talking to he might have been talking to Helgi, but he's like, a man came to stay with us when I was younger, and he looked like he'd been to war or something. I forgot his exact words, but I'm pretty sure this is that situation. And brother, young Noah is a cocky little punk. It's like, this dude just learned about like surface level stocks. Like this kid is like in the initial stages of being like red pilled. Like, this man is a freshly born Republican. Like, he is without all the nuance of society as a whole, and he's just like, he's learning about taxes and learning about public funds, and he's like, I don't think these are being used correctly. And it's just like, I am now of the belief that once you become rich, you become a Republican. It's just like this dude is, young Noah is like an Elon Musk super fan. We're being real. Like, he trusts the man up top without question. He's gung ho. He's a burgeoning neo-Nazi. he's a he's the exact type of person that, like, if instead of it being a time travel cult, if this was like a Nazi cult, given that it kind of fitting that it's in Germany, but if instead of time travel they just hated Jewish people, young Noah is a burgeoning Nazi. Like he is gung ho for the cause, and he's kind of a dick about it. Like it's one thing if you believe in evil, like if you believe in the dark side, but you're like burdened with it, like you're bummed that this is the route that you have to go down. Like if you're goddamn Thanos, who's like in Infinity War, where he's like gotta wipe out half the population, but he's not thrilled about it. He's like, this is his personal journey, his burden to bear. If you're that type of bad guy, you're kind of interesting. You got an air of mystery to you. But if you're this type of bad guy, where you're just kind of a cocky little punk about it, it's just like people want to punch you. You're the kid from Knives Out 1 who was in It, and he plays the neo-Nazi kid. It's just, oh, young Noah, what a punk. All these young chillin', all these little chidlins get together, and they're like, hey, weird shit is going on. My parents haven't been home in 6 months. No, she's like, my parents haven't been home in 2 days, and Magnus and Marta are like, yo, our mom has been dipping, like daily, dipping dots. She's gone. like who knows what's going on? We just know the caves are involved. Let's go do some investigating. We're the Hardy Boys, or the Stranger Things kids, or the It kids, or the Goonies kids. Or whatever random plucky group of children that you want to have go investigate, they're them. And they dip into this cave. They're getting all the info, and Elizabeth, she's the only one like thinking with her noggin for a quick minute, even though she becomes kind of a weird psycho when she gets older. As a child, she is arguably the only person that survives the horror movie, where they're going into the sketchy cave, and she's like, bro, are we sure we want to do this? Like, kids have gone missing at this cave, and you just want to go in there? Like, that doesn't seem smart. And I agree, Elizabeth, like, on the surface, doesn't seem like a great idea. But they go in anyway, and they see Bartos. And he's like initial stages of being red-pilled, right? Like, he's not as far into the process as Noah. He hasn't killed his own father at this point, which is himself. That hasn't been confirmed, but I'm like 9,000% certain that was Bartos. Very curious. And they just tie him up. They tie him up and take his box and leave. It's just, I don't know why, but that's the funniest thing in the world. The funniest thing in the world, that freaking Bartos comes out of the time, like he's coming out of the time travel cave, fresh off some quest, some mission that he's been given from up above. And presumably whoever gave him this mission knows about this. They have all the info, and they just decided not to tell him that he was gonna get gang beaten. He was gonna get mugged as soon as he crossed to the other side. I don't know why this episode was so funny. They just kick the crap out of him, take his box, tie him up, and leave. Like, so funny. So funny. Because he's on the bad side, right? Like, we're not supposed to be cheering for that team, as far as I'm aware at the moment. So it's just kind of hilarious that this dude who's like, you should arguably feel bad for Bartos. kids having a rough go of it at the moment. Just nothing is going his way. His girlfriend breaks up with him. He's indoctrinated into a time travel cult. He learns his best friend is cheating with his girl, who's also his aunt. And then he gets murdered by his own child in 1921. Like, Bartos is not having the best time. Like, this entire process is not it is not the Bartos story. Like, someone's got to have a rough go of things, and he is the sacrificial lamb. What else? Ooh, Hannah decides to get Charlotte Doppler involved, and Charlotte's like, yeah, dude, I know all this stuff already. But they're all putting things together, and like, everyone is learning everything this episode. Like, Hannah's knowing stuff. Jonas, he already knows everything, because apparently he is himself, like, he is both the good guy and the bad guy at the same time. Watt, absolutely bonkers. Like, 3 different versions of him are all fighting against each other. And Katerina, they're telling her, and she's like, bro, F off. Like, you guys are stupid. Like, don't be telling me this stuff. Like, I would arguably be furious if I was in her position. Like, my kid is missing, my husband's missing, I'm going crazy, like, as it is, and then I got a group of people that I don't like. like two or three of the people that she dislikes the most in this town bring her to some random bunker and are telling her all about time travel and how her kid is, like, secretly just hung himself a year ago and has been banging the other girl that was also banging her husband. Like, if I was Katerina, I'd be like, dude, I'm gonna leave. I'm coming back with a gun and you're all gonna die. But something was itching her. She's like, all right, I'll do the bare minimum of investigative work, because she is the principal, right, of the school. So she's like, I can technically look at this up. And she does look it up, and she sees her baby boy in a class picture, and hopefully she feels the tiniest bit guilty, because she definitely bullied him when he was younger. Like, is she gonna remember, like, think back and be like, dude, I was awful to my child. Like, I thought this was just a weird new kid who liked magicians. Like, arguably deserved to be bullied. But when you find out that it was, like, she drove her child to suicide. This kid killed himself due to childhood trauma, and she was involved. Oh, man. Yeah, she's I don't know. Katerina, like, she's probably someone we should root for, but for some reason, she rubs me the wrong way. And I am kind of glad that bad things happen to her. her and Bartos, like, 2 people that, like, arguably don't deserve the things that are happening to them. But I see it happen and I'm like, ha, loser. Oh, man. Okay. I'm probably going to get roasted in the comments. Like, the people that are watching this right now, all 37 of you who are currently watching at this point of the video, if you're mad at me for making fun of Katerina and her missing child, I get it. I totally understand your position. I'm being kind of a dick. What else? Oh, Claudia learns about the internet. That's fun. She goes to the library to do some investigative work herself, get some knowledge, because everyone's learning everything today. And she talks to the librarian. She's like, can you point me to all the records from the last 30 years? Like, every piece of info that has happened in the last 30 years, can you show me where to find that? He's like, what? Google. Like, just Google everything, lady, weirdo. And then some random college kid has to teach her how to use a library computer. It's just, oh, man. But she learns some stuff. She gets some more knowledge in her noggin. And, you know, she's better off for it now. But then, yeah, Jonas tries to go through the passage. It's not open. And young Noah's coming through. He's like, ooh, I'm a smiley, smirky little bitch. He's like, it won't be completed for 30 plus years. For whatever reason. Maybe they're just slow at digging. Stinking Noah, it probably would have been completed earlier if you wouldn't have killed your digging partner, you dumbass. Like, Noah absolutely did not think ahead. He was like, I was told to kill this man. I killed this man, and now I have to do all the digging on my own. Like, you should have had a little bit of foresight, Noah. You can't wield 2 pickaxes at the same time. Not in that small space. Voller doesn't keep his one good eye on the road. Almost smokes Claudia. Almost just destroys her. That would have been hilarious, honestly. If he would have just bodied her with his Volvo or whatever he's driving, Subaru, his Audi, whatever he's driving at the time. If he would have just wrecked her, like, series ends. Like, all the time travel shenanigans that have been happening up to this point, like, broken the loop. Because Waller doesn't know how to keep his eye on the road. No, that would have been funny, though. Oh, but yeah, the big mega twist of the episode. Noah takes Jonas to the church to meet with himself, and then middle-aged Noah, I don't know if there's a grandpa Noah at all. I think he's just the middle-aged version of himself forever. Priest Noah, we'll call him Priest Noah, takes Jonas in an underground elevator. Like, they go down to the center of the earth styles, where I don't know who the frick has been carving out this spot. like they crafted a goddamn mansion out of caves. Like, maybe they didn't maybe they just, like, put some, like, boards and stuff, like, in an already established giant cavern. But damn, son, like, what time travel workers did they get to make this? Has it been Noah and Bartos digging everything? Like, damn, son. They were putting in the pickaxe work. Freaking A. But then, yeah, Adam / Jonas is like, hey, I bet you want answers, don't you? And young Jonas is like, who are you? And he's like, dude, don't ever ask that question to anybody. Like, every single time someone asks, who are you? The person responds, Ik ben du. Like, it doesn't matter the situation. They're every single time, you know, Hannah could look at Bartos and be like, who are you? And he'll be like, Ik ben du. Like, my mind is in a far off land at the moment. I don't know. I don't know why. Maybe, okay. So maybe young Jonas is going through all this shiz, right? He becomes young adult Jonas, and he's not like middle aged. He's like a 30-year-old. I don't know. He's not 30. He's I don't know how old he'd be. He's a certain age. Let's go middle Jonas has been through all this shiz, and he's like trying to stop old Jonas. And they just, like, go through this cycle 1 trillion times. And then eventually he comes to the conclusion that, like, none of this is working. I've tried a gazillion different ways to stop this stupid time loop without destroying the universe. So fine, we'll destroy the universe. Like, I'll go with the plan that stinking old me had. You know, it's another bootstrap paradox where You know, he wouldn't have figured out this stupid plan if he hadn't had it in the first place. Like, if he wasn't trying to prevent it from the beginning, he never would have learned about it. And he's gonna be like, fine. After a gazillion years of time travel, because he's like, this is what happens to your face when you time travel a lot. So he's been through the ringer in terms of time traveling. Eventually, he must have decided, you know what? F it. End the whole world. That must be the loophole. Like, if we just destroy the universe, this time loop can't keep looping. Right? Like, if all of this started because it had all been going, you know, bootstrap paradoxes upon bootstrap paradoxes, you know, everything has been going because everything's been going. In order to stop everything from going, we need to just stop everything. I get it. Man, Adam is a good guy. No. He's I mean, I don't know. Is he wrong? Because theoretically, right? Like, theoretically, if he's the oldest one, like the most experienced one, and he's been through everything that these previous iterations of himself have been through, he knows that none of it works. And so maybe his choice of just blowing everything up, letting the apocalypse happen, have we tried it? like let's at least see what happens, right? Come on, guys. This is the scientific method in action. He's got a hypothesis, we need to test it. He is Adam Noah is he's a scientist trying to prove/disprove his theory. And I think we, you know, as individuals who care about STEM, you know, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, we want people to care about those things. I say we should nurture his scientific side, and, you know, if he needs to experiment a little bit, we'll see what happens. Team Chaos, baby. Oh, brother, we haven't pulled out a Team Chaos card in a while. If you're a long-time viewer of the channel, like, you've been around since, like, Outer Banks, like, that's okay. Outer Banks is like the one show where I actively don't care about anything that happens to the protagonist. Like, I'm Team Chaos the whole way. If that means bad things happen to our main characters, then bad things happen to the main characters. If the bad guy wins, he arguably deserved it. You know, Team Chaos forever. Like, the more chaotic that show gets, the better. It's like the people that are still watching Riverdale, where they're actively, like, time traveling and, like, fighting ghosts in Riverdale, or whatever the hell they're doing at this point. You know, this started as a teen drama and is now, like, they're fighting literal demons. Like, who knows what's going on there. I think they're in an alternate universe now. Like, that show is just chaos embodied. And that's kind of how I feel about Outer Banks, where, like, you know, like, when things happen in that show, I don't look at it and I'm like, why would this happen? Who decided this? Like, why did they write this that way? I just see it and I'm like, well, might as well. You know what? We're gonna go down this route. Let's see what happens. And to a certain extent, that's creeping in. That's creeping in for this show. Granted, two drastically different situations where this show is, in terms of quality, so far and above those shows. This is god tier television. But it also does have hints. It has hints of it's tugging at my little chaos heartstring. where I'm seeing things happen, and I'm a little small part of me is like, you know what? Full send. See what happens. You know, we want to end the world. Why not? Let's see how this shakes out. Because arguably, if you know, if we're thinking about time travel, we're thinking about the way things would work. This man's tried everything at this point. Like, he's got a gazillion time travel scars on his face. He's arguably the one that has done everything. And if he's like the last option is to blow up the goddamn universe, who am I to argue? I ain't no time traveler. I have not lived 1,000 lifetimes via time travel. This man has. So maybe we just we see what he's got to say. Oh man, it's so funny because I can have that. The duality of me is like I can simultaneously hold the two beliefs of like one side of me, Team Chaos, is like, you know what, F it, end everything. Let the apocalypse happen. Let's see what goes down. Let's full send. You know, let's throttle this baby off the cliff, and maybe the devs forgot to turn fall damage on. You know, let's just see what happens. Like, I can have that opinion. That's like 20%. 20, oh, that's a high estimate. Maybe not 20%. It's simultaneously 1% and like 80%. Which, I don't know. And it's not like you take those and average them out and makes like 40%. It's just like... Oh man, how do I explain this? It's a duality within a duality. Right? Because the one side of me that is Team Chaos simultaneously is like only 1% Team Chaos, but also is 80% Team Chaos. And that, like, I can hold both of those beliefs within the Team Chaos side. At the same time as I can be Team Chaos, I can also 100% be, I'm on the side of the protagonist. Let's not end the world. Positive things need to happen to young Jonas. Like, I can hold these two dualities within myself. And oh man, this show's... I don't know why this is the episode that is breaking me. Like, is breaking me as an individual. But it is. This is the episode where, like, I'm past the point of just, like, being confused. You know, up to this point, I feel like I've been like, what is going on? Now I'm like, things are happening, and I'm not even gonna try and understand it. I'm still gonna try and understand it, but, like, if it ends up being a situation where I don't understand it, I'm just dumb. I don't know. I'm ranting now, and I have no idea. I have no idea what my main point of what I'm even saying is at this point. But poor Jonas with his tears. A little sad boy. Okay. That's all I gotta say. I'm gonna end it there because I've been recording for an hour and a half, and I gotta edit this at some point. And I don't want to have this be a 3-hour-long video. Those are all of my thoughts for this particular episode. I said a lot of things. A lot of words came out of my mouth. 36% of which maybe made sense. Let me know what you thought of the episode down in the comments below. I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions. If you say a single bad thing about me, it will make me cry. So don't do that. But let me know your thoughts on the episode and how much it is incredible television. Like, the fact that they planned this all out is off the wall bonkers. Like, I don't know, how do you get so friggin' smart that you just like make this? I don't understand how people are so talented. If you enjoyed my reaction, please leave a like on the video. It means a lot to me. If you're new here, hit subscribe, ring the bell so you're notified when I upload. Like, if you're watching up to this point in the video, like, you're what, 26 minutes, I don't know how long I've been talking. You're 26 minutes into a post-episode discussion on this show. I know you ain't watching this discussion because I'm like smart. Like, there's no way you're watching right now being like, damn, he's figuring everything out. I really like the way he analyzes things. No, you're not. Not a single person holds that opinion at this point in the video. After everything I just said for the past 20 minutes, no one is watching this being like, he's a genius. So there's a reason, for whatever reason, you're still watching this video. I don't know what it is. Maybe you forgot that you were watching it. If you have made it to this point in the video, you're legally obligated to subscribe. It's a requirement. I don't know if you realize that, but there was a threshold. There was a threshold point in this video, specifically post-episode discussion. If you got more than 14 minutes in to my post-episode discussion, you're legally required to subscribe to me and support me on Patreon. I don't make the rules. Those are just the laws, and if you break them, I will sue you. Oh, God. Okay. Oh my God. I don't even know. This is coming out of nowhere, man. I'm not even tired, bro. Like, this isn't like I'm like exhausted and this is just goofy exhaustion. This is just, I don't know. My brain is broken today. And this is what you will get going for the stark contrast of last episode. Last episode, I feel like I was very serious, and I was like, wow, this is so sad. And I had people in the comments being like, wow, I like it when you're more serious. And then the very next episode is just absolute shenanigans. Oh, God. Okay, this is for real the last thing I have to say. I appreciate your viewership. If you're still here, thank you. It's a gargantuan effort to make it through this post-episode discussion for any video that I make, especially this one. So if you have made it to the end of this episode, this isn't, I don't do episodes, I do videos. I'm not a television creator. If you're at the end of this video and for some reason you have not tried to throw yourself into traffic due to me being annoying, thank you so much for being here. Your support legit is so fun. You know, I started this channel as just a dumb hobby because I like television and I wanted to talk to people about television, or just like express my thoughts on these things out into the ether. Like, if no one watched these videos, I think I'd still make them because it's very cathartic to just like say stuff. and if you're here and you don't absolutely hate my guts at this point, bless up to you. I couldn't do it. I couldn't watch this whole video. No way. Bro, you kidding me? You kidding me? I would have broken my television screen. I would have snapped my laptop in half watching this video. Because 86% of what I've said in this entire video is just absolutely nonsensical. And I'm still talking. I don't know why. I've tried to end this video 6 different times at this point, and I just keep finding things to say. I don't know. That's all I got. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next episode. Goodbye.